Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. First up, Emmanuel Augustus, 170 centimeters tall with a reach of 173. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7", 130. And here is Emmanuel Augustus, former IP. Terrence. This back, so they stare into each. And we're underway in round one. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Those counter punches have to hurt. That uppercut doesn't land. Can't score with that jab. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter shot. Crawford is dazed. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope that just...
And there's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. Gotta let your hands go a little. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I need to see that again.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round. Hold it right there. Augustus is wobbly right now. It's some big trouble. How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to throw this in.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. These two fighters are made for one another. That counter shot lands. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put...
Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punch. He misses with that straight left. Punch and just got countered. Nice defense on that right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Incredible work rate. Looking to land the hook. They are giving us a high-tempo show. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell sometimes...
Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fantastic punch. A perfect counter lands. Chris misses with that jab. Good counter punching. Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he misses with that jab. Nobody home with that hook. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, pal, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good man. Just get your rhythm back.
Time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
got out of the way of that right hook. How about that time counter shot? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
I need you to switch back on. Get play what I love it.
This is the beginning of round 6. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining.
Whoa, Johnny! Augustus is clipped. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go, and hold it right there. Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are.
Hold that thought. It's Augustus about to crumble to the canvas. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that chip. Blade round now, relax. It's off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one.
Here we go, it's round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to post around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. There's a scoring blow. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Forget about this. I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You were thinking you were sit there and win this next round. You're starting to make... Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do. Get your mind on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Get back out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. You've been coasting this fight. The jab's looking nice.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
There's a counter shot. A big whiff with the right hook. How many more uppercuts can he take? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Augustus is wobbly right now. It's in big trouble. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.